Hey people, Kate Slink here. How are we doing? So it's been some months since I've done a tier list, and I was getting to the point where I used to do a tier list and every character, it was just getting too big. It was just too much. I felt some characters were being overshadowed. And for time I've been thinking of a different way of just approaching a tier list. So I'm going for a new kind of way where I'm going to break down factions. So first we're going to look at Chaos today, and in the next couple of weeks I'm going to do an Imperial and then a Xenos one, and then also what I'll do once I've done them all is kind of do a complete one of them all just in certain areas just so you can see in a whole. It's easy to keep on top with, and also I do think like some of these characters can get overshadowed by like other characters from other factions, so it's good to kind of break down like the Chaos or the Imperial just in their own kind of little faction. But as always, I am going to say this is my opinion. Please, if you want to throw sticks and stones at me because your favourite character is in the meh tier, I'm not saying it's going to be really bad. Everyone's got their favourites. Do you know what I mean? This is my opinion. This is what I see from videos. This is what I see from testing. What other players like videos I see. So this is just a combination of everything. But like I say, everyone has an entitled to their own opinion. So please, if I put your favourite character in the OK or meh tier, please let me know in the comments below. Because like I say, I do like to hear what other people think. Sometimes it changes my mind. I've done it before where someone said, "Oh, this character is really good here," or "Try it with this person here," and I've kind of tried it and then I've changed my mind. Do you know what I mean? Every character has potential, but there is some that are better than others. It's just the way the game is. So first we're going to kind of look through each section. Like I said, this is everyone in Chaos. Unfortunately at the moment Chaos is the kind of lesser of the factions for characters. There's only like 15 characters, 3 factions, so hopefully the next one, fingers crossed, is going to be a Chaos, because I do think we are way overdue for a decent Chaos faction. So first we're going to look at Arena. So I'm not going to go through every single part because we're just here for ages. I'll also put a copy in the description below so you can click on the link and have a look at it in your own leisure. So as we're saying, Arena, God tier, Archmatos, still out of all the Chaos, he's such a great character. You'll see him quite high in a lot of things, and also Abraxas, Typhus. I've seen him in Arena, and boy, if he's really ranked up high, he can cause some serious damage. So he's definitely got to be at the Chaos in that kind of God tier area. Also Volk, Tooth, and Ahriman, I forget his word then, is also decent as well. So I mean, unfortunately there is a lot of Death Guard at the bottom, and that's just purely out of all the faction and all the characters out there, they really need a rework. I do admire when I do come across someone in a tournament arena or even an arena that's got a full team of Death Guard. Do you know what I mean? Hats off to you guys for sticking with them and just being such a great player to a faction that you love and using them, because I do really admire that and I do love to see that, and I do think they are going to get a buff sometime soon, hopefully at some point this year. The Guild Boss Tyranids, again, Archmatos, he's amazing once you get him kind of in the right place, get the bloodletters out. He can really surround the Tyranid bosses. Abraxas as well. Abaddon, I've seen him can do quite well against some of the Tyranid bosses, so he definitely deserves to be in the good area. And again, unfortunately, we have Famacus, who I think is in the meh tier in a lot of things. I just don't get that character at all. I don't think the summon thing to him is any good. And yeah, he does a bit of protection, but there's still better characters you can use than that guy. And unfortunately, yeah, majority of the Death Guard there at the bottom also. So next, we are going to be looking at the Silent King. Now, the Silent King, again, you want to kind of range kind of characters, especially if he sits up in his throne. So your likes of Volk are really good. Yazagor, Abraxas, has his moments. I've done it before. I've been testing and playing with him. Abraxas, if you can get up there and kind of get the screamers around him, surround him on the throne, that can cause some really serious damage, and then the rest of your team kind of from at range. Next we look at Gazgul, the Orc boss. I wouldn't say out of all the Chaos personally that there's anyone that really deserves to be a God tier. But Abaddon I've seen pretty good because you can kind of keep him on the ground. Volk also, some of the maps you can get in the right areas, you can be really decent at. Unfortunately, yeah, Famacus at the bottom there, Typhus, Rotbone, there's just no point taking them unless you've got the only team you've got. Mortarion, the bigger Mortarion, again, I don't think any Chaos kind of character is worthy of a god tier for against Mortarion. But your likes again, Abraxas, Ahriman, Yazagor, they all have some decent kind of damage they can do with them. And not forgetting some of the goods, do you know what I mean? Like, if you've only got some, like a small roster, do you know what I mean? And you have got Abaddon or Tooth, and then, or Archimatos, do you know what I mean? They're going to do you well. They are going to do you good for that boss until you build a better roster. Next up, we have the Screamer Killer. And then just in general, so the Screamer Killer, a fairly new boss. Again, I don't think anyone is kind of worthy of god tier, just purely because there is just so many characters out there, and out of Chaos, they do struggle against the Screamer Killer, unfortunately. Again, if you've got anyone range or decent built up like Abaddon, it would be good if you got him high level to kind of take on as the barrage, as the defense, kind of there, stopping moving them around. And then Volk is also pretty decent. Ahriman, Yazagor, even Typhus, do you know what I mean? He's got his range, so if that's the character you've got in Chaos, he could also do quite well. And lastly, General, this is kind of like a generalization across all modes. What I kind of think of him, and I do believe that Archimatos does deserve that kind of god tier. Out of all the Chaos, he really deserves. He's really decent in a lot of areas, do you know what I mean? And Bloodletters are lethal when you get him in the right place summoning. Also Abraxas, he's a big favourite of mine, so I'm probably a bit biased there, but he does so well again in so many different modes. Ahriman's great. Volk, I do think Volk's very underrated in a lot of things, but again, he can be decent. And I was kind of looking at it even with a new boss that I haven't kind of done a tier list for yet. I think he has got, like, he could do well there. If a high level, I'd be interested to do some more testing on him against the tank, because I think he could do all right. He's got the great piercing damage also. And then, like you say, you've got your kind of good tier, and then the meh tier, which Corrodus, Pastilion, Malidus, and Firmacus. Again, I just really struggle to say some loving to them. They really need some kind of buff. I've seen them, and yeah, they can do okay stuff, but they're just overshadowed by A, by their own faction, and B, by every other faction out there also. So there we go, just a quick run through. Like I say, I've got the notes, a pitch down in the description below, and I will do a tier list for the rest of the factions. But as I always say, let me know in the comments below your favourite out of Chaos. Is there any tricks that you like, that you can do well with the Chaos in different areas? I always love to hear your comments, and I do appreciate, and also I'll look into it again more in the future. So hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to check out some of my other videos, and also hit that like and subscribe button on your way out. Take care, bye bye.